And we're back. Sorry, people. Technical difficulties. Sean ate some cables. He
Wow.
was munching on some cables.
This is
So
the guy playing with the soundboard.
um, it's not me. Trust me. I didn't do anything. I saw you munching the cable before this.
hmm
Yeah, you like the copper and stuff.
Man, it tastes good. I couldn't help it.
um, yeah. I mean, we're talking about the movies, the big movies that people don't know what to do. They just want money, I think, and they're like, oh,
Oh, what about Better Man?
yeah,
Did you hear about that? The movie
yes,
with
yeah.
they dumped like 330,000. Oh my god, $330 million into that movie. It's like barely making any money
No, I
because
mean,
nobody in the U.S. knows who Robbie Williams is.
it's crazy that they don't really like music industry right now. It's messed up.
Yeah,
Like it's messed up. So I think like they're trying to like go to Hollywood or somewhere because like you know what I mean. If an artist he can just go and perform, like be an actor, but if the music industry wants to get some money, that's how they get their money in Hollywood because like they own Queen, they own Led Zeppelin,
yeah.
so
Well, like all music's owned by like three big groups, right?
of
Like
course
UMG,
Warner Music, Sony.
Warner, Sony. So they're I'm sure they're just trying to maximize like revenue stream, do everything they can to just expand. And, Spotify and Apple Music aren't nearly as profitable as back when they were selling vinyls and records and CDs and so much more. And even like merch sales will go to Spotify now sometimes. Everyone wants a piece of the pie now, and
Yeah,
artists are getting less and less. Like a lot of rappers are taking their music off of Spotify and Apple.
yeah,
You heard about that, right?
yeah. That's the big fuzz was with Taylor Swift. You know, like the whole thing. Her dad is owning like has all of the rights and stuff.
Yeah.
And you see, like she re-released a full album, like every music because
Yeah, like Taylor's version.
yeah, because now it's like a legal thing after like 7 or 17, I don't know, like all after some time you can re-release the stuff with a new record label or something. So
Well, I think she like technically made them like covers or something technically. Like, you
yeah, she
know,
has to do something different,
she
but
just like literally just re-recorded it and it
yeah,
sounds
but now she has
pretty much the
100% of
same.
the profit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Got to cut out all those people that yeah.
yeah, they were taking money off of her. I mean, at that point, like you have so much money. Do you really like?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's like, did it really matter? Because we think like our brains are like, oh, she has a lot of money, like she has private jets, whatever. But like, was it like, was it like that, or was it like she didn't have any money? It was just like,
It was going to her managers, it was
yeah,
going to the yeah.
like I
I
mean,
mean, possibly. I mean, she definitely had a lot of money on her own, but
yeah, that's not good.
but also I do understand her re-recording it because like why I believe the money like made from the songs would still like go to those people if people like tried to stream her music. So why not just have all the money go towards yourself rather
Yeah,
than
I
these
mean,
people who are trying to scam you and take advantage of you as a young artist?
didn't
Well,
scam
like,
her.
debatably, like what I don't know that situation super well, but
Yeah, but it's like every situation is like they brought her, I mean, they didn't bring her up, but at the same time, like
like they guided her through the
yeah,
industry. I get that.
if it wasn't
And I'm
from
sure
them,
they've had their piece of the pie like by now. How old is she now? She's like
oh, almost like
I'm not sure.
40, like 30
Yeah.
something.
But it's been what 20 something years since those versions.
Yeah,
Like it's not like those people are going to be suffering that much from
yeah,
you know what I mean? Nobody's like really losing in that situation.
pretty much. Yeah,
I mean, she's gonna make her money back, especially with like her new music coming out and tours and all this stuff. When tickets were like $5,000, you know, like she's fine.
I
The
mean,
people that guided her through Hollywood, if that's what you're trying to say, they're fine too. I'm sure.
um,
Yeah,
no, did you see the viral clip of there's like the stadium where she was performing somewhere in California, I think,
yeah.
and then there's like a big um hill next to it, so people were going on the hill and watching in because
Oh,
you can
yeah.
watch him from the
In Chicago, we have, like, the Cubs stadium, which is up
Mhm.
on the north side. I'm not a Cubs fan, but, there are buildings, like, all next to the Cubs stadium, and people go to the top of those buildings just to watch the game and, like,
Are
get a
there
view
bars there?
inside. Yeah, and their bars.
Oh my god,
Like,
that's a good business.
rooftop bars and all this kinda stuff, like, all over the place. I think they tried putting up, like, billboards to block those people's views, but, like, it's still, like, a really cool thing that our city has. I think there's a few of them that are still around, but, I love that kinda thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's like imagine how much business
The bars
the
made
bars
from
get.
that. Oh my well, some
The
people would just even if the, like, billboards were covering and blocking it, they just go downstairs, watch the game right next to the
yeah,
stadium. Because then you got the same energy, you're with a bunch of fans, I think that's such a cool
it
thing.
is. I break the system. That's I mean,
Yeah,
that's
and it
really
gives power back to the fans and consumers of
yeah,
whatever it is, whether it's baseball, music,
yeah.
whatever.
Going back a little bit on the like um the industry using people, like, do you think one would say like they don't lose a lot because they have plenty of artists that make money for them,
Yeah.
of course, but like how many artists died like um
Broke,
not broke, no, no, no. I mean, yeah, broke, of course, but like they died. um
unknown or something
no,
like
no,
that,
they
or
were really known, like Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, like Freddie Mercury, like like every big artist. I, let's say grunge. You have so many grunge lead singers that died.
well, like, that's kinda the nature of the genre, though.
No, but at the same time, like it's like the record labels are doing it.
You think the record
Yes,
labels doing it?
because they're pushing them too much. Like they they made grunge so they can do whatever they want, but they can't do whatever they want because they need a record label behind them. But you know how they like rock stars are reckless. They don't care. They're gonna do whatever they want. Like
Yeah,
they're gonna say whatever they want. So, but if you're in a record label, you can't. So they push you to do like shows or whatever.
yeah,
And as as a rock star, you're gonna probably like do cocaine or something like hard
mhm,
drugs, and that's how like they push themselves to the limits and they like kill themselves.
yeah. Well, I remember you told me once about how they would do drugs, like, just to go up on stage after being so exhausted on their
Yeah.
tours,
Yeah,
and
that's what, my, vocal coach was like. I mean, I knew that before, but, like, my vocal coach was like,
you went
"Oh,
into
yeah."
depth about it.
Yeah, she
Oh,
she was like, um, "Yeah, yeah, but how do you think, like, they can hit the notes when they had a show yesterday in, like, Vegas and they came to, like, Chicago or something?" You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Of
they
jet lag, you're exhausted from screaming,
yeah,
like yeah,
and they had to, like, do, like, hard drugs to, like, keep themselves up on stage.
yeah.
That's messed up.
Well, the guy I saw, it was the show that I saw last, weekend,
Mhm.
where he would look just exhausted, like, his voice was, like, done. Like,
Yeah.
you could, like, kinda tell when people are near the end of the tour. It was the very last, show
Yeah, that's I mean,
of the tour, and then he's
props to
gonna
him.
pack up and go to Europe and do a European tour. I
Props to
can't
him.
imagine, and, but it was, like, an amazing performance, the instruments and stuff, but his vocals, you could tell he was
Yeah, done.
done. Yeah.
Ready to have a
Well, some
time,
songs were just instrumental, and then he had a few other people, like, come and take it over for a few songs, and, like, he did a gag in the middle where he played, like, "Hot to Go" for a minute, even though that is, like you know that song on
Mhm.
TikTok? It's nothing like his style at
Yeah.
all. It's funny, but the guy was doing it, like, guitar behind his back, and it's crazy. Even though he looked so exhausted and tired, and he was, like, dressed up really nice, and it was just crazy. It was really cool.
Yeah, I think, like, best how can I say this? Like, musicians, people play on stages, or I think, like, they love the fans more than, like, a business owner loves their customers, actor loves their fans. Like,
Yeah.
I think a musician is the does everything because of of course, like money is involved, but because of people. Like there's nothing else like there. There's only like money and people.
Yeah.
Like, but you're not gonna hear a businessman be like, "Oh, I want the best for the customers." No, they don't want that.
Well, I mean,
You're not.
sometimes I'm sure.
Yeah, but
Like
they're gonna lie.
yeah.
But when you hear a musician talking in an interview or something, they when they say it, I think it's genuine.
Depends on the person though. I'm sure some people are like, "Man, I don't care about any of my fans. I just
No,
want
but it's
money."
but no, but I'm saying like who would who would push themselves to
That
have a
far.
that far and
People would
then
push themselves that far for just money, I'm sure.
musicians, I don't think so because they're more they
They
don't
wanna
care.
stand by their work and
Yeah,
yeah,
they say,
I
but
get that.
and they're more emotional pretty much. So like you would see if they want more money.
Yeah.
You would because as I said, rock stars, they're gonna say whatever they want.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I don't think musicians would lie. Actors, they can. I mean, they're acting. You don't even know if they're acting on interviews or something. Like
No.
they're actors.
Well, like, there's so many people that I'm sure are just, like just money is their only priority. There's
Who
so many
who
artists.
who'd you say?
Drake.
Yeah, who likes Drake?
What do you mean?
Who likes Drake? Who like likes Drake? Who's gonna sit? Who's gonna sit down and be like, my favorite artist, Drake?
I can think of a lot of people on our team actually that
That
love
don't
Drake.
know anything about music.
Yeah. That aren't
People
deep
who
into it, but
people who like music are never gonna say Drake. Don't get me wrong. Some of his songs are good, but let's make it real. He didn't make the beats. He just bought the beats for millions of dollars.
well,
You
he'll
understand
sign,
that?
like, small artists and then have them, like, see what they're working on, and he'll just take their songs from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And the lyrics, it's so hard to make a Drake song. Drake lyrics, oh my god. He talks about girls in every single one and about money and like it's
Being a creep.
yeah, I'm just saying it's not that people who like music are never gonna say Drake. That's what I'm saying. So if you see it, somebody likes
So
him.
this goes back to, like, your definition of an artist and your definition of, uh, what is, like, truly a musician, kind of. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hinting on that, yeah.
So you're saying, like, a real musician shouldn't care about money, it should be just about spreading the message, and I agree
Yeah.
with you, but I don't think that's how it is. I think there's too many that are just in it to make money,
I mean, yes, of
like, that
course,
are
there's
already at the top. I think you get corrupted once you see, like, your first few checks real checks come in from, like, signing things and tours and get blinded by it a lot,
it's
and I feel like a lot of people in the industry say that.
well, let me tell you this. There's one musician that, what is his name?
Rap, rock, what is it?
Pop. Let's say
Pop?
Pop, yeah. He was talking about how he's now like he is an artist, he's a musician, he's a producer. He writes songs for other people and he does
Pharrell Williams, maybe?
no, not for no.
Did
This
you see
artist
did you see that movie?
what?
Brick by Brick?
No, no idea.
No? We should watch that.
All right, we should watch it and talk about it next podcast.
That's actually a good idea.
All right. Um, he was talking about like how he had to when he got a family. Like it's really different. Like, every musician, like you can see it when they like marry and then get a kid, and then
How much they
the
change,
how much
like
yeah
oh, yeah.
they change a lot, and you can see that in even like in their music and stuff. But this person specifically, he was talking about like he had to like when he got a child, wife, whatever, he had to do other stuff, not just like pursue his oh, I want to be a pop star. You know what I mean? He had to like be a producer, making music for other people, do this, do that.
Yeah. Support
And
his family.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. And he was talking about like how they do it. So imagine this: the record label first 33 million that he gets. So first 33 million he gets from his tour is going straight.
To his family.
No, not to his family, to record label. Everything above 33 million, he starts earning.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
And listen to this. His his tickets would be $100, but they can change that. The record label and everybody, they can change that. They can change it to like $20. And imagine that. Imagine if they change from 100 to $20. Now 5 people have to buy a ticket to be like $100.
Yeah.
So you have to have like you have to sell out pretty much. And then the money the people like spend on the food and stuff in the venue, you don't get a dime from it.
Yeah. I'm sure that just goes straight back to the venue, right?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
the venue. So like it's so messed up where like he had to like play a show, get 33 not just one show, sorry. Play like almost half of the tour and not get a dime and then
Wow.
start getting money.
That is crazy.
See like it's really like, did Taylor Swift have money? You know what I mean? Like, we're
Yeah.
going back to that,
No, no,
like,
no, I
but,
get
like
you, I get you.
and then the whole thing, like, we're talking about, like, even in like, mental health, like, do you wanna pursue anymore? Because, like, yes,
Just
you
exhausted. Yeah.
exhausted, but you wanna do it for the fans, but you can't do it for the fans because you're not getting any money, you're not gonna have food to eat, and you know what I mean? Yeah, it's really messed up with the whole industry and stuff. It's a business, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Um
Which is kinda unfortunate that art is, like, just completely run by, like, businessmen,
Yeah.
you know? Like, even art installations of, like, physical art, like paintings and stuff, like, it's, like, super do you ever look at, like, those auctions? It'll be like, that banana that was
Yeah.
$500,000,000 that was taped to
And then the guy bought a painting or whatever it is, and then ate the banana. See that?
No, I didn't see
He
that.
ate the banana.
Of
I
course.
mean, it's not the same banana. There's no way there's it's the same banana.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I mean, it's abstract art. Some abstract art I like, but, like,
No, me too, but I like to see a level of effort in
yeah,
it.
yeah. You can't
I
just be
think
like,
that's
"Oh my
important.
god, I jumped and I
Yeah.
made a painting." Alright.
Oh, have you ever seen, people, like, act out, art pieces,
But, yeah, that's
like, at galleries?
but that's
Like,
that's not a art.
what is that?
Uh, that's like, um way to express yourself in a way. It's an art piece. It's like the whole piece is like art. It's not like the finished part is not just the art piece. The whole thing is like supposed to be the thing. We have in Serbia we have like she's really famous with like she had a thing with Jay-Z and stuff. Like she knows people.
Yeah.
Her name is Marina Abramovic. She had this thing where she was standing, just like normally standing, and there's a big ass table with stuff on them, like pencils, knives, like crazy stuff, a gun. And she was like, "You can do whatever you want to me." So people would just like do anything, like tickle her, like paint on her, like
Oh,
punch her,
I saw a video about that, yeah.
and like that's art in a way. Like that's just, but that's like showing how like then after she goes and talks about like her experience and how people can get reckless. She's showing how people can get reckless if there's a gun. Like somebody can. She said, "If you're gonna shoot me, shoot me. No, nothing's gonna happen to you. Like
Yeah.
nothing would happen to them. Like you
Like
can stab her, you can do whatever you want to her." And they were like getting her like undressed. She was naked and like, no, I mean like that's you can say that's art. I would say that's art. But
yeah,
the thing you said, like they just like squiggle around, like jump around and do stuff like that art.
yeah. I I mean, art is, like, so subjective, though,
Yeah.
you know? One of these exhibits that I saw,
Mhm.
I didn't see in person, but, this guy put, like, 15 goldfish in 15 different blenders and put it, like, in a room, and that was the art piece, and, I apparently people, like, would turn them on and, like, they were fully working blenders with goldfish inside of them, like,
Okay.
real goldfish.
Okay.
And then, like, the place that was hosting it shut it down because of, like, cruelty. But isn't that insane that, like, that's an art piece that
That is crazy. I mean, it's like,
it was more like a study of, like, would people do
yeah,
that?
would people do that?
And,
Yeah.
yeah, people did it. I think people would be like, "No way it actually turns on and kills them."
Yeah,
Press
they
it
press it,
by
yeah.
mistake and
I mean,
oh,
that's I have to, like, read over it. From what you said, it doesn't seem like art, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But the thing I told you doesn't seem like art, but at the same time, like, it is.
Because it
Yeah,
makes you feel a certain way, it makes you think a certain way, and
yeah,
usually that's the point.
yeah, pretty
But,
much.
like, I feel like a lot of people could make these kind of pieces without the intent. They could just be like, "Yeah, throw some crap in a room."
Yeah, yeah, you can, yeah, you're completely right.
There was, a newer piece in France where this robot would, scoop up, like, its own
Oh,
fuel.
I saw it.
It's in France, right?
I think so, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure about that,
Like,
but
it was, like,
it, like, recently died, I think. Like, it's
the
ran
robot
out of
died?
fuel or
Oh, really?
whatever. Yeah. Isn't that kinda crazy?
I mean, that's like I saw that. That's I mean, that's not I wouldn't say that's art. That's
Really?
because it's not I mean, I would say
But a
maybe
person running and
I'm
jumping around on
no, that's not
trampolines?
art as well. No, that's not art as well. No, but, like, I would say, like, um, the I would say maybe it's like newer art, if you can say, like,
Like
cyberpunk.
postmodern?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not the whole thing,
Like, I think
because
it's
it's not a
so weird
human. I don't know.
because, like, that's kinda a mix of engineering and, like, maths and all these, like,
Yeah,
things
are
that
we gonna say math and science and everything is art right now?
I feel like you could debate that, actually. I know you hate me for saying that, but
Yeah, like science maybe, but like chemistry and math?
well, there is, like would you say I don't know. It's kinda hard to,
What?
like
Oh my god, I love math, I love geometry, so draw circles and like
well, there's, this infinite, like there's this equation you can plug into a graphing system, and it
pi
goes on infinitely. It's not pi, but
zero
you can
point three
zoom
three three
into it
three three three.
infinitely.
Is
The
it
Mandelbrot set, have you heard of that?
is it 0.33333?
No, it's not. Um, have you heard of the Mandelbrot set?
Maybe in Serbian, I don't know.
Well,
Never heard in
basically,
English.
it's this set of numbers that if you put into a graphing system, you can zoom into it infinitely.
Mhm.
And it has like infinitely divulging patterns and shapes. And a lot of people like say how magnificent this thing is and like they study it and like it's just beautiful is like how it's often described and like so a
Numbers?
lot of people kind of consider this equation like a form of art.
Just numbers?
Kinda. Like, yeah, numbers, graphing, like a natural thing,
Like
you
a
know?
graph,
Would you
XY graph?
consider something like a beehive like art, like natural art, like made by
Yeah, yeah,
creation?
yeah, yeah, I would.
So I feel like that would kinda that's like an art we discovered, like, through graphing, this infinite equation that, like, we can infinitely zoom into and see how it changes in no matter how deep you go, eventually you can find the original set, like, if you zoom back in all the way, like, the entire equation, like, it's really hard to
No,
describe. You
I
have to see it,
understand.
but
Yeah, I understand,
it's
but
really, really interesting. And it is that considered maybe art?
yeah, but you can say is music
And music's just a collection of sounds, you know?
is music slapping you?
No.
I made a sound,
Yeah. I mean, if you record it, I guess so.
but there's also like the musicians where like, they hit themselves.
Yeah. Oh, like
So
percussion where they're like
yeah,
yeah.
so like is me slapping you music? Like,
I
but you know what I'm
mean,
saying?
if you can, like, make it a melody and do all that stuff, I would probably say so,
I
yeah.
can. You want me to slap
Yeah,
you?
if you no. But, I don't know, it's, like, so broad. Art can be anything. I think, like, it you're you think it has to be good to be art,
No,
no?
no, no.
I kinda have the idea that, like, not all art is good, but, like, anything can be art, but it doesn't mean it's good art, you know? Like,
Yeah,
goldfish in a blender, that's not good art, but it is art. It
yeah,
makes you feel a
yeah,
certain way
understand,
and
but like you can't say, "Oh, I made a song," if it's like if it's like, how do I say this? If
Has
it
no melody, has no
Yeah,
instruments.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can't like, you have to, like a definition of a song is like you have, like, a bridge, you have, like, you have instruments, you have voice, maybe you have,
What
like,
about
some
something like number 9 from Beatles?
oh,
Or is it 7?
I forgot, but nah,
Well, it
I don't know
doesn't
what to say.
matter. Um, well, basically in this song or whatever you wanna call it, sh Yoko Ono just says, number 9," over and over and over again. Well, they play a bunch of, like, crazy noises, like cars crashing and animals making noises, and I think it's John Lennon saying it too, like,
I
in
wouldn't
just
say
random voice clips and stuff,
yeah, I wanna say this,
but it's on an album
okay?
by the Beatles.
You have the new album from The Weeknd. He says, "I can't sing."
Like,
That's
that's
the whole
just
song.
one.
It's like 15 to 20 seconds. And he says, like, it's pretty much like a just like a transition from a song to a song. But
Oh.
like he says, I can't
Like,
sing. But it's a single song. Like you can,
interlude.
yeah, but you can like it's not a song.
Yeah. Hmm.
I wouldn't say that's a song.
Well, what exactly defines a song versus, like, not, I guess? Instruments or
Instruments, of course. Um the
well, we
vocals,
said
like
that the voice is an instrument.
yeah, you can have vocals. I'm saying you can have instrumental music,
Mhm.
like instruments. But
Def
yeah, it's I mean, we talked a lot, but we didn't come to any understand?
that seems to be a common theme on this podcast.
Listen to us. Like,
Maybe we'll get a 3rd guest and they'll clear up some questions,
yeah,
you
we
know?
can
Someone with a different view next time. I
us.
think I have someone in mind as a guest.
Is he a musician?
No, but they'll have answers.
Well, if we find a musician, get him on podcast.
Someone who's very into music and listens to it, but they're not the most knowledgeable, but they
Okay.
will
Do you
know.
wanna? I'll bring some questions.
Ooh, that's a great
I'll
idea.
ask him some simple questions.
This'll be
If
fun.
he can't answer, he's leaving.
He'll just, like, get up in the middle
Just
and
get
just
up and leave. Not in the middle. Like it's gonna be like first 5 to 10 minutes, maybe.
abrupt,
Yeah.
yeah,
He's just gonna leave.
and then you'll determine if he's an artist or not.
It's gonna be broad and easy, like easy questions.
Like what?
Like, tell me four subgenres of rock, like something like like tell me something like
I
easy.
think most people could do that. I think our guest will be
Uh,
fine. I'm bringing him next time.
I think you're just over. I think they're not gonna be able. Like a
I'm
lot of
too
people are not gonna.
optimistic.
Yeah, too optimistic.
I feel like saying 4 different things are rock is pretty easy
For you,
for, like,
this
anybody.
guy had 60,000 something or more minutes of music on like Spotify.
What'd you have?
40 something. I'm not listening to songs
Oh,
every
so I was
single
only,
day.
like, 20 more than you,
Yeah.
1,000. Well, how
Um,
long do you spend, recording and playing music on your own? I'm sure more than 20,000 minutes,
you're right.
so it cancels out.
This was Squared 2. You are.
Sean,
I am
why are we
Alexander.
doing an introduction at the end?
Um, I don't know. Thank you guys for watching.
Why do you